like that's what it's called. That's what that genre is called, just seinen. And then I can't bring myself to like watch that fluffy shit. Like, yeah, I can watch K-On! Like that's what it's called. That's what that genre is called, just seinen. And then God, mute it. Thank you. But like I can occasionally like.
Gonna start it.
Oh shit. Why am I not using it?
And we're talking. We could be heard. You know that?
I should scoop you for that.
Scoop you?
Welcome to the PsychoSis Coalition Pod.
No.
We talk about games and shit.
Games and things.
And shit and shitty games.
Games and shows and politics and etc.
And Donald Trump.
We don't talk about Donald
Trump. Let's not start, please.
Okay? We don't talk about no Donald goddamn Trump. Trump and goddamn Donald. So it snowed today, guys.
It did?
Yeah, during the early morning hours.
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't know because what is sun?
We kind of did some yesterday, little too.
Oh, yeah.
There was some sprinklage.
But, some snow would be nice.
No, that would not be nice.
There's a possibility that we're not getting snow at all this year.
Good.
According to news.
They lie about everything.
Show me the news of that.
It was on a channel when I went to the liquor store to buy liquor.
It was like that the Channel 12 news.
It was no, it wasn't 12. It was one of the other channels that do news.
Mm.
It wasn't CNN though.
Fuck all those news shows out. Whatever.
I'm so disoriented looking at this camera right now because everything is the opposite sides of what it actually is. Like this is fucking freaking me out right now. Like that's
why I'm not looking at the screen.
There's a bit of lag here.
This is
at least visually, but it's all good.
Creepiest, most creepy.
Oh come on, you helicopter rats.
Bugging.
Yeah.
Anyway. So,
what is on our agenda for today?
I don't even know, bro.
We're just gonna talk about random shit.
I was, we can talk about the games we played and shit. Shit we've been talking about.
Oh, so, as of recent news, since Christmas wasn't too long ago, I got Triforce Heroes. And that game is the shit. Aside from... Don't do that! I just farted because you did that. But, Triforce Heroes is like, it brings a whole new experience to, like, The Legend of Zelda. And, yeah, they've tried the whole multiplayer thing before with Four Swords, but I feel like they really did it right this time.
Four Swords pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't play it without other people.
Yeah.
Because if you played it without other people, you couldn't do anything.
But, like, I feel like Triforce Heroes got the whole multiplayer thing down this time. Like, yeah, there is a single player, and it is kind of tedious because every puzzle requires 3 people. And, you know, switching from one character to the next can get a little tedious sometimes. But online, it's actually really fun. And, I don't know, it's just, I'm a seasoned Zelda player, so, like, I'm gonna gush about this game. And it's just, I fucking love Triforce Heroes. It's a very fun game. Very time consuming. And aside from that, I just got Shovel Knight, but Shovel Knight isn't new. Like, a lot of people know about Shovel Knight, and I had it for PC for a while, and I just recently got it for the 3DS. And I'm happy to say that I actually enjoy, I fucked up. I enjoy Shovel Knight more on the 3DS than I do on PC, like, not only for the fact that I can take it with me wherever I decide to go, but it's just a fun game. Just, yeah. What is wrong with your lungs? Can you not lung?
I need you to lung.
I need you to lung.
I cannot lung.
I can't even. Oh shit, falling.
So that's what you've been playing?
leaves. Aside from that, like I occasionally play Mario Kart online with like one or two of my friends, and like we whoop ass. So yeah, there's always that. But yeah, I mean my two go-to games are between Shovel Knight and Triforce Heroes, but which I wouldn't have found out about either had it not been for Game Grumps. I gotta put that out there, cause yeah, had it.
Why are you plugging other people's channels?
I'm not trying to plug nobody.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have known shit had it not been for them.
Anyway, that's it.
I'm considering getting a Wii U in the near future.
Because you said you want to Splatoon.
Splatoon, Yoshi's Woolly World. I'm getting the Wii version of Shovel Knight because I'm gonna get my amiibo pretty soon. Splatoon, Yoshi's Woolly World, Shovel Knight,
Pokken Tournament.
Hyrule Warriors,
Pokken Tournament.
Wii U, Zelda.
Pokken Tournament.
What?
Pokken Tournament.
What the fuck is that?
It's Pokemon Tekken.
I really.
It's a Pokemon fighting game, bruh.
I really.
You can play as Pikachu in a luchador outfit.
I don't fuck
Sold.
with
Take my
Pokemon
money.
like that. So
Take my money, Pokemon.
to be honest, I really don't fuck with Pokemon like
You're a
that.
fucking moron, is what you are.
Cause I'm more into
I'm
indie
more
games.
into indie games.
I'm more of a retro gamer.
Yeah.
Pokemon is. I don't want to speak to you anymore right now.
I mean, yes, Pokemon is retro, but I mean, when I play Pokemon, I play a lot of the older games that are dated, like Sapphire and Emerald. Not the remakes, the original Sapphire and Emerald and Gold.
New ones are good, and you have to play Pokken Tournament.
Well, all right. In term, like I'm also
My
considering.
nigga,
Like
you can play as Charizard, and one of the characters they put in a fighting game, was best characters I ever put in a fighting game, makes perfect sense. Machamp.
yeah,
I thought you were gonna say like the Charizard. You could play Charizard in the Gimp suit or something.
I don't know.
but I mean, I have been considering getting Alpha Sapphire, and you know that's only because I know Sapphire like front and back, because that was basically like the game I played going into my teen years. It's my sweater. I gotta get my gold. What are you doing? No, you're gonna make me die.
Long. You have to long.
I can't even. Gold.
Is that it?
Oh yeah. You didn't see the lie I just managed to do. I almost fell off the platform and managed to like run in midair.
But it's not on the screen, so nobody can know to hold.
I mean, I guess.
And you talk about it on my microphone. Anyway, I have some white ass teeth.
I use crust. That's why my teeth are so white. Because even though it's still dark, you can still see my 300 status
That was a
teeth.
stupid video. That was a stupid moment in my life. I don't even know what YouTube channel I have that on. Because she was so old. I think I could probably still find it if I looked for it.
You know
I
what?
just don't remember what the fuck
It was 300 status teeth. Okay.
Alright.
Oh shit! Somebody favorited us. Thank you, person who favorited us. Whoever you're an awesome
Awesome.
human.
Awesome.
You see,
Anyway.
I would say follow me on Twitch, but I'm not really on it like that because my computer's shit and can't handle the fucking
Then
shit.
don't say it. Why you gonna say it then?
Because I say what I want. It's some merc.
Whatever.
It's some mercy.
All right. So Eddie.
I mostly have a laundry list of things I want to play at the moment. I'm probably gonna just talk about the last stuff I played last week. I talked about.
You were here last week?
I did the podcast last week.
Why didn't nobody tell me this?
Because we tried to and you wouldn't pick up your phone.
Well, a nigga had work.
So I feel like
Then
I'm.
what the fuck is your existence?
I had off today, so I was able to can.
Mhm.
No.
You're able to can, huh?
Yes, because I don't know.
Because I don't need to keep that one up. I
Mhm.
can put that over here, and I can see the chat. Hello, chat. I can see you.
Are people talking?
Mhm.
Are they saying things?
Not yet.
They should be saying things.
Shush, shush. We're podcasting. Shush.
So
yeah.
yeah, I have mostly a list of things I want to play at the moment. Nothing I'm really kind of into. I'm mostly into life and living in the boring real world right now. But that's really the sad truth of it all. There's so much out there. There's so much I want to play, but nothing I'm really like immersed myself in the moment. So mainly it's Fallout 3. And the old school Bioshock game, and that's really where I'm topped off. So yeah,
You haven't played Infinite?
yeah. I beat Infinite a while ago, and that was pretty cool. So that's that.
That thanks goes to the Foxberry. Thank you very much for the like. We like you too, Foxberry.
Yeah.
I'll be checking out your channel because you have sent me a request before. I've never actually sent it, actually looked at it because I didn't have the time. But I do now, so that's cool. And I don't know why it says Arkham Knight now when I said fucking gaming. Oh my god, I can't stand Twitch sometimes.
Another thing that I actually failed to mention because I'm heavy on the 3DS right now. I recently got my homebrew back, and I was really upset because my friends are always really curious about what I do on my 3DS and what I can make it do because they know that I'm real tech savvy, quote unquote. But I ended up losing my homebrew because I opened up a custom theme and I had no way to access my homebrew after that because browser hacks was down, and I actually didn't have homebrew for like a month and a half or something like that. And on December 27th, they redid browser hacks. So as soon as I opened up my web browser on my 3DS, like it opened up and I had all my save states and everything, and I was just so jazzed about it. So like now I have two different ways to access my homebrew via browser hacks and what is it, menu hacks, and it's like basically like when you turn it on and you hold the L button, it brings you into your homebrew, and it's like it's the most amazing thing. Like I feel like a lot of people they underestimate the 3DS because they see a whole bunch of little ass kids running around with it.
They misunderestimate it?
Yeah, they misunderestimate it. Yeah, thank you for calling me out on that.
That's a word that Bush used.
Yeah,
He fucking just said, "I think I'm being misunderstood."
But I feel like the 3DS as a console
He's being
is
misunderestimated?
Yeah.
I feel like the 3DS as a console is like very underestimated because it's geared towards younger kids, but and let's face it, like a lot of kids in this generation, like I don't mean to like offend, but like a lot of the younger kids in this generation don't really know how to like explore technology like that. Like I'm willing to figure out what I can do and bring my.
I don't know because people like GeoHot exist, so
yeah.
I'm just saying.
But like when I get a new piece of technology, I'm real quick to figure out what are the limits that I can push it to, and like I feel like I brought my 3DS to some new limits, and I get a lot of new uses out of it.
You Goku'd it?
Pretty much, like that shit is on Super Saiyan 3, like. But I fucks with the 3DS a lot, and like when I get my Wii U, I'm definitely homebrewing that shit because that's a necessity.
You know the problem is I'm wearing windbreaker pants. I'm trying to balance my phone on my windbreaker pants and it's slidey.
You got
the slip and slide.
The slip and slidey pants.
The whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Okay, so you were saying, Eddie? It was so rudely interrupted.
No, that's
sorry.
fine because I honestly I'm just very little that I really have time to play at the moment. So my kind of catalog is like so shrunk down. Well, hopefully the next couple weeks I'll be able to really pick stuff up again. I really want to play Arkham Knight because I'm a big fan of the Batman series, so I want to see where that takes us because I was kind of disappointed with Origins.
Do you have a system that you can play it on?
I'm trying to get some cash so I can get the PS4
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm still very behind on that stuff. So again, I just have a
Oh, wait, guys, we're not going to have any audience. That's it. Angry Joe is on. Angry Joe is playing something. We're not gonna have no audience. That's it. Our podcast is pretty much killed right now.
What?
Angry Joe comes on and
Angry
all
Joe.
life cease to exist.
But
That's a shame how serious I am.
yeah, I can tell because I felt it too. Like, yeah, I'd probably be watching Angry Joe too if I was home. It's like, oh fuck it. But yeah, that's kind of my story. Again, I just have stuff that I want to play and not stuff that I'm playing at the moment. So.
What something that I've actually been kind of curious of doing is something I've been curious about doing is like I want to know how I can like screen record on the 3DS if that's even possible. Like I would love to stream some of the games that I've
There's
been
a
playing.
cable that you can get that I believe will be able to port it out to the TV. I don't know exactly how that works. Aside from doing that, there's emulators, which kind of sucks. But yeah,
I mean, it's something that I would definitely have to look into, but I would love to stream.
unless you get somebody to do like Mike Matei had
I mean,
with the Game Gear, where he turned it into a basically console.
would like I don't know if I have this correct or not, but if I remember correctly, I think I might be remembering wrong. But what Game Grumps does, everything is on the TV, and then they just have, the thing, the tripod. Wow, I had a serious brain fart. And then like they just have the camera there, and they fuck with it so that it looks crisp and clear and whatnot.
That was early Game Grumps days.
Yeah, but
You still need a super camera for that.
Yeah.
You
But,
need like a $3 billion camera.
Like
And then
actually,
like 6 salaries worth of camera.
I actually like if you really think about it, like I have an iPod Touch that I need to get fixed, but the iPod Touch's back-facing camera actually is really really good, and if I had like a little tripod to
That's
do
not
that,
gonna be enough.
I feel like I'd be able to get away with
That's
it.
not gonna be enough. It'll be all kinds of glare and just.
Well,
Nope.
I play a lot of my games in the dark, so and it catches things.
Yeah, but it's still gonna catch glare through the fucking lens. The lens itself causes glare. They do augmentations, bro. If they're gonna do that, they augmentate. They be augmentations. That's what they do. Augmentations.
Augmentations.
Cause like when I first got my Twitch, I was running, what was it, Overwolf, and that shit had it lagging, and like I got Twitch so that I could stream Shovel Knight.
Why don't you get OBS?
I haven't had the time to really touch my computer like that since I've been working.
Excuses. I'll be working a lot too overnight, and I still got stuff.
Yeah, but
No,
you have daytime hours to do that. I get home and
I got daytime hours. I'll be sleeping during the day.
all right, point taken. I'm gonna just be quiet now. But yes, that is something that I do have to do because I want to stream some Shovel Knight and I want to get my friends to like support me and be like, fuck yeah.
As for the gummies that I'll be playing,
You play everything. Shut up.
I've been playing.
She has a point there.
Desi and I went out to this GameStop on 46, and it's a huge fucking GameStop. This is Route 46 in New Jersey. For those of you who are from New Jersey that watch the show, if you exist. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm not offending. It's just like we're not that big yet. Anyway.
Fuck, I just died.
This GameStop is pretty fucking huge, man. They have like a whole wall of pops, man. There was a Fish Mooney pop figure, man.
You said a whole wall of pops and like I just saw the funniest shit. Like I saw a wall full of the pop cereal just.
But that could happen
At a supermarket.
At a supermarket. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of shit over there. Basically, we ended up going over there. We picked up
Oh!
Desi got me the Disney Infinity 3.0 starter set. So that Disney Infinity starter set for 3.0 comes with the 3.0 disc. Duh. Came with Twilight of the Republic playset, which is really fucking cool. It's based off of the Star Wars Clone Wars series that was on Cartoon Network. I got Anakin and Ahsoka. That is her name, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
And then we picked up Kylo Ren. But we also found a couple Disney Infinity 2.0 characters I've been trying to hunt down for the longest and I couldn't find. I ended up we found actually she found them. We found Lone Star and we found Gamora. So now we have Lone Star, Gamora, and Rocket. We're still looking for Drax, and Groot. We're looking for Captain America, which we found over there, but I skipped past them. And the Hulk, and then we'll have all the Avengers.
Avengers.
Actually, no, wow, I forgot all about Hawkeye.
You know,
Everyone usually
I almost said some stupid shit. I was about to be like, Spider-Man's in the Avengers.
Hey, Ninja Star, how you doing, man? Ninja Star 2258. Here's a shout out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us on the podcast tonight, man.
It's Gucci.
Back to the Disney Infinity 3.0 playset for Twilight of the Republic is actually really fun. Pocky Point, hello. That's the what?
Get up. Get up.
So basically, what I really like about it is that the 3.0 upgraded things to a point. If you guys know what I was talking about Disney Infinity 3.0. 3.0 ups things in a lot of ways. In 2.0, you got the level up system that was just implemented. That was different from the level up system you had in the previous game where you would just unlock like different toys. In 2.0, you would actually unlock abilities. In 3.0, they organized those abilities into the different brackets that they actually like alter. Like you have a bracket for attack, you have a bracket for defense, a bracket for environment, a bracket for like reviving allies and shit like that. And it's really, really cool the way it's organized. The combat system feels a lot more like a combat system. It's really cool. The force powers that they have on them are really cool in the sense it's just a lot of it's context sensitive. So what I mean by that is you go up to a pillar and there's this pillar, you got to use the force to push it down so that you can use it as a bridge kind of thing, you know? But it's still cool the way that they thought about it because it's really, like, really well put. Like, really well organized how they did everything in a sense. The thing that I get kind of a little bit upset about is that they gave you Anakin and Ahsoka. I would rather it have been Anakin and Obi-Wan instead of making Obi-Wan a separate like character that you have to buy. Because Ahsoka, I feel, should have been the add-on. She's just a Padawan, you know what I mean? Like, that's just my way of thinking, though. I'm kind of, I want Anakin and Obi-Wan because the show was about Anakin and Obi-Wan, not Ahsoka. Shut up. Ahsoka, nobody wants you. I mean, she's cool and all, whatever. And we had to get Kylo Ren because it's fucking Kylo Ren. And I haven't actually done a lot of gaming with him yet. I haven't played with Kylo Ren to see what his abilities are like and how he differs from the other characters. But so far, Disney Infinity 3.0 gets a huge thumbs up, especially on the community content side of things. Because in the community content, there's a lot of tools that have been added to the game that make creating a lot easier. Therefore, the levels have become a lot better, a lot deeper that the community creates. And it's actually kind of obnoxious in a sense. There's this one level that I really love. It was pretty much like a gauntlet of different bosses. And the levels have different stipulations. Like there's this one that has a rainbow door that keeps trying to suck you into the door, and you gotta avoid the door while killing the Bamfa. It was a Bamfa, and it was fucking just super hard, but it was awesome. And I was playing as Lone Star throughout that whole experience because I love Lone Star and I wanted to make sure that like I level him up. Because if I play any more with Iron Man, I'm gonna reach the level cap already. Because I play with Iron Man in every place that possible. But it's something that I'm really interested in. I've been building a lot in 2.0, and I'm finding out how to use a lot of the different tools like trigger areas to activate different cameras. I have one now that has a top-down camera that makes it like an old dungeon crawler perspective, like if you're playing Baldur's Gate. But then there's a platforming section that changes it to like a Crash Bandicoot side scroller kind of game. So it's cool, and I'm playing around with it, and I want to make sure that it becomes something really cool. So when I upload it, it's actually something that's decent, not just this half-baked weird game that doesn't work. That happens a lot with a lot of different creations that I've seen, because a lot of this stuff is messed with by kids. You know what I mean? And not that that's a bad thing. It's cool to see the creativity being unleashed. But I kind of wish that they did make it a little bit more streamlined when it comes to the toy box, because a lot of the toys and how they work are very complex. It's game creation tools that are made into little spawn this here's, you know, and that creates a little bit of an intimidation factor. Not gonna lie, but it's fun nonetheless, and I'm enjoying Disney Infinity 3.0 as much as I enjoyed the other two. So I'm recommending it right now to anybody who wants to get into collecting figurines and doing the whole toys to life thing, you know, like Skylanders and Lego Dimensions and what's the other one? Fucking Amiibo.
Just out of curiosity, have you been having like that fucked up glitch in Disney Infinity where it's like you hear the sound clearly, like you know your sound is good, and it's like when it comes to the dialogue, like nobody is speaking, like the mouths are moving but you don't hear shit.
No, I've had the mouths not moving, but I hear them speaking. Things like that are gonna happen in a game that's that deeply like customizable. You know, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Oh shit, Spectre Knight.
I also picked up because it was $2.50, and I mean like $2.50. I ended up picking up an old Wii game that I've been looking to check out for the longest, and you probably heard of it if you guys are watching, you know. If you guys have Wii's or a Wii U or whatever the fuck, you probably have played this. I've been playing Mad World. And what I have to say about Mad World is pretty short. It's artistically violent. And I mean very artistically violent. There's a lot of violence in the game. It's really like an old school beat 'em up, but the whole point of the game is to kill people in the most elaborately ridiculous, stupid ways. Comboing stuff up.
Yeah, pretty much color the world with blood is the point of the game.
It's fun, but the graphics hurt my eyes after a while because everything's black and white in this high contrast like world, and it comes to the point where stuff starts to bleed on the screen in a sense, both literally and figuratively, where it's like you just kind of feel like everything's sort of I don't know. For me, I just start to lose the dimensions of stuff. And everything looks 2D after a while. Like, it looks like the screen is just a whole bunch of flat shades. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I stopped playing because I have no depth perception in that game because there's no color.
It's funny that you say that because I kind of go through the same shit when I play on my 3DS with the 3D on. And it's just like, after a while, my eyes are just like, what? Huh? What is sight?
Yeah, you know, this game kind of just does that to you. I can handle it, but only up until a certain point. After a while, it just becomes so redonkulous. But the game is fun. It has a lot of ridiculous, just over-the-top humor, a lot of crazy stupidness. It's really violent for no reason. You can throw people into... When does the lid of a dumpster split someone in half? I don't care that it's not real. It's just... that's too stupid. That's when you get to the levels of what the
That's
fuck
some itchy and scratchy shit.
You know? Yeah. But it's fun enough that I'll actually keep playing it. I know that I'm going to enjoy it, so I'll keep playing it. I've also been playing Batman Arkham Knight, and I swear to God, I'm trying. I am so trying. But I can't stand the constant having to be in the Batmobile shit, and I feel like no matter what I do, I can't get away from it. Every fucking mission. Batmobile this, Batmobile that. I gotta use the Batmobile to get Gordon to this place. I use the Batmobile to get rid of these fucking stupid ass fucking tanks. I gotta use the Batmobile to fucking pull down this wall so I can climb up this wall with the Batmobile so I can drive on the fucking ceiling so I can fly off the roof onto a bridge that I can pull up using the Batmobile.
I'm beating
Fucking
this.
Batmobile. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game is good. I'm sure. I'm gonna suffer through these Batmobile parts just so I can play the rest of the game and and glide around the city like the good Lord intended as Batman. You know?
Oh, it's a secret.
Good DC Lord.
Because I'm losing my patience and I'm trying not to. But you know, it is what it is. You gotta roll with the punches.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Also, the game that I've been playing that I feel I'm probably gonna spend the most time on. I've been playing a game that's not necessarily new at all. However, it's really, really enthralling. I've been playing Drakengard 3. I'm a huge Drakengard fan. Drakengard's hit or miss with a lot of people. I understand this. Especially when you have an entry in the series like Nier, which is a complete deviation from what they were used to in the first two games. But people forget how drastically different the first two games even are. And that's the thing about Yoshiro. He will not make the same game twice. He refuses to. And that's kind of what attracts me about the game. And, you know, I just wanted to see what this game would have to offer. I was really skeptical about it because I saw a lot of the graphics and I felt like there was going to be a lot of frame rate drops, which I was right. And I felt like there was going to be a lot of technical issues like that. But then I remembered why I play Yoshiro's games. It's the story. The story and the over-the-top ridiculous anime style of the characters. And I really do mean that. Like, you're playing an anime. You really are. So, alright. For those of you who don't know, Drakengard 3 centers around a story about these 6 sisters. And these 6 sisters are known as the Intoners. The Intoners are these malevolent beings that basically bring life to song. Okay? And they can protect the realm using their magic. There's mystical songs that help empower man and help, in general, just do, like, great things, great magical things. And one of the Intoners decides that she wants all the Intoners' power for herself, and the only way to do this is to kill her sisters. You play as that Intoner. You play as Intoner 0. And her sisters are subsequently 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? The first one that you have to go after is number 5. Even though in the beginning of the game you actually fight all of them, and then your dragon ends up being sort of killed, but aged down, becoming Mikhail instead of Michael. Whatever. But I'm sure all will be explained as I play the game. The game mechanics are nothing to write home about, I'll be honest. The graphics are decent for a PS3 game. It kind of feels like playing an old school obscure PS2 game that I've never heard of. And that's kind of cool. I like that. I don't like the weapon upgrade system because the weapon upgrade system is the only way to level up your weapons. And not only do you need the base core item that you need to be able to upgrade them, you need a certain amount of gold. And if you're spending gold, bringing up the level of this particular weapon, and you get other weapons in the game, you're gonna get upset at the fact that you didn't save this money to upgrade this new weapon that you have because you are upgrading a weapon you already had. Because you're not gonna have. I swear to God, the amounts of money that they want you to pay for some of these, like 37,000 gold to upgrade a fucking weapon, and you have a level 1 weapon now that you can't do shit with because it's a level 1 weapon, you're level 29, and like you have all your other weapons at like level 28 and 27 and subsequent, like going downward, and then you got this new weapon that looks so cool, and you want to use it, but you don't have enough gold. You don't have enough gold to bring it up to a level that will make it worthy of being used against the monsters and creatures and shit that you gotta fight. So it's bullshit. But you can play other missions you've already played to gain more gold. But to do that is so grindy. And the only way to truly beat this game is to get all 4 endings. And you can't get the 4th ending unless, which is the real ending, you unlock every weapon in the game. So you see how they built it.
Mm-hmm.
The previous Drakengard games, as far as 1 and 2 were concerned, were kind of Musou games in a sense, where they had like that style. It's kind of an open field with a bunch of enemies. You gotta slaughter the enemies to secure different parts of the map. And you explore the map to gain different items and shit like that. And that's Drakengard 1 and 2 in a nutshell. Drakengard 3 is kind of a Devil May Cry-esque kind of system. You start off in one area, and like there's a door that you have to pass through. The door won't be passable until you kill all the enemies. Kill the enemies, door opens up, you go through there, and you go to point B, and you just keep doing that until you beat the level or beat the boss and win the level. Yeah. So the gameplay is nothing to write home about. Nothing about it is anything to write home about until you talk about the story. And the story is just expect Drakengard characters. If you've ever played Drakengard, you know what I mean. If you haven't played Drakengard, everyone is broken, including the character you play as. There is not a single fucking character in the game that has redeemable qualities. That most of them are unlikable. But the stories are always so good.
That you can overlook that.
No. The story is always so good. You manage to care about these fucking unlikable people. That's incredible story writing. That's incredible writing in general. And that is why I like this game. That's why I like these games. So I'm really amped up to see what's going to happen next. Especially because the last thing I saw in the game happened to be how intoners regenerate. And the way that intoners apparently regenerate, Zero lost her other arm, and she basically spawned another body out of a flower in her eye.
What?
I'm leaving it at that. I told you it's anime as hell.
Yeah, that sounds pretty Japan-y.
Japanese. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time, like when my parents or like family members try and buy me video games, they have no idea like what the fuck. I remember getting a PS3 in like my middle school days, and like the first game I got was Call of Duty, and I'm like, are you serious? Like this is not what. No, like.
But I could understand them thinking. Everyone played fucking Call of Duty. It was kind of ridiculous.
I mean, was it like a bundle type of thing, or
No.
did they like buy it separately?
It was just like one of those things that it was just like, oh, you got a PS3, okay.
So you need this game.
This.
Here's
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Oh shit! I didn't even know there was a sparkle here. Cool, I can fish here. But the thing that like I've come to realize now that like I'm a little older is like my taste in gaming is like I'm a very retro gamer. Like I like old school shit, and on top of that, like even if it's not an old school game, I'm a big fucking kid. I'm a child when it comes to gaming. Cause I will sit there and I will play Yoshi's New Island. I'll sit there and I'll play, if I had it, Yoshi's Woolly World. Like
You're a Nintendo fangirl.
Yeah.
And I really, it's not like it was intended like that. Cause it's not like I didn't give the Xbox a shot. I had the Xbox Connect for not Just Dance. Fuck that game. Dance Central 1 and 2, and I loved it. And then I had the PS3, and I think the only actual enjoyable game I had on PS3 had to be like Brutal Legend and maybe Little Big Planet, but Little Big Planet I would get bored with too quick. Like, I don't know. I'm very picky when it comes to games.
I feel like PlayStation players, I mean, Little Big Planet's amazing in a lot of ways, but I feel like PlayStation players give a lot of this boringness at times because it can get boring. They give it a pass because it's like the only platformer that actually exists on the system.
Okay.
You know, if you put Little Big Planet on fucking a Nintendo system, it would drown in the sea of other games that are exactly like it that are better. Because I'm sorry. Mario Maker fucking shit on that game left and right. It really did.
That's shit that I'm hearing that Mario Maker is so awesome, but it's so popular. It's a game where you make a game. So it's like there's no other games
Inception.
that's really kind of drawing people in too much. And even myself, I'm staying away from all the kind of AAA titles that are kind of coming out. All these games with big realistic cities are just real. They're not attracting me so
I
much.
still haven't played Watch Dogs.
Actually, I gave Watch Dogs a shot, and I found it a lot more entertaining than like a game like GTA, mainly because the hacking system was pretty cool. And I played that for a while, and that was a pretty good time. But then again, it's kind of this AAA title, and it gets pretty repetitive. Like the first maybe 2 hours, you're into the story, and all of a sudden it just becomes a repetitive cycle. Fetch quests, hacking things, and it just kind of repeats itself over and over again. Same as all the other kind of big city
I think I'm actually in that same
simulations.
boat. I mean, I've been playing some AAA games, obviously, because I've been playing Shadow of Mordor, and I've been playing fucking Batman, Arkham Knight rather. I'm diving into the Witcher series. I still haven't cracked open. I still have the shrink wrap on Witcher 3 right now, because I want to like play through a little bit of Witcher 1 and 2 at least.
Yeah.
I'm suffering through Witcher 1's fucking combat system. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. But I'm playing Destiny, but I'm not really having fun with Destiny. I'm playing Destiny and like enjoying it in spurts. There's some parts where it's really good, other parts where it's just fucking ass. The PvP is good. I'll do the PvP. That's cool. And I don't like PvP in most games, so this is weird. It's backwards for me this time. But like the games that I'm really playing, think about it. Dragon Guard 3, that's old,
Yeah.
The other game that I'm playing super hardcore right now is Doom BFG edition. Cause I'm playing Doom 3 in preparation, honestly, for Doom 4. But I'm playing Doom 3 for the first time, not having played it before, because I kind of just skipped past it because I didn't have an Xbox and other reasons. But
Because fuck Xbox.
Doom 3 is fucking awesome. It's awesome. I love it. It's a fucking great game. It's Doom. It's fucking Doom. If you don't like Doom games, you're not gonna like that game. But it's Doom. You find a key card, you find a password, you find this so you can open this door to get to this part of the level to shoot this guy in the neck, and then you keep going. And that's what Doom is. And Doom it's fun. I wish people were still playing online, but obviously it's fucking 20 billion years old at this point, so But I've been playing even the older games and shit. I mean, the newer games that I'm playing and stuff like are the games that people have already played to death, or are games, if they're playing it right now, are not really impressing me too much. The only new game that I'm really diving into to the point of super enjoyment like crack is Disney Infinity.
I'm very surprised by that. I have to give that a shot.
It's old-fashioned PS2 games. Think about Ratchet and Clank and shit like that. That's what Disney Infinity is, but with a billion characters and different fucking. With all the playsets I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 playsets. That's about 5 hours per playset. You're talking about 35 hours of gameplay right there, just with the playsets. I'm not talking about community content or making your own shit. So it's like holy fuck, like it's literally infinite.
Like, I don't know, I don't intend to be like a Nintendo fangirl, as you call it. Like, I feel like right now this is the best that I can get for now, because I really don't have a strong PC, so it's not like I can PC game like that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm on the same boat.
because it's like if I had a PC, real talk, if I had a PC, I would have been playing Outlast. Scaring the shit out of myself, playing Outlast, playing Amnesia.
Play Soma.
That game is fucking scary. Oh, that game is scary.
I want to play Soma. I haven't played Soma yet. I want to play Soma.
You know the main character's name is Simon, right?
Yes, that's why I want to play it, because it will fuck with me extra hard.
Did you continue Alien Isolation?
No, I still have to.
Yeah,
I mean, I do in bits and pieces, mainly because the game is fucking intense.
Yeah.
And there's times where I just get to the point where I'm like, I can't play this right now. I got too much happening.
I love watching.
And I need to just play it like
in spurts,
by myself in the dark, just no help.
Like way back in the days when you used to do it with Manhunt, and you used to have it hooked up
Manhunt
to the fucking stereo.
Manhunt 2 made me feel like
You're just you felt bad. You felt like a bad human being. You felt like this game just came to your doorstep from hell.
and we haven't even played it. I haven't even talked to him about it recently, and we still feel this way. So I said it before. You understand now why? Because both of us understand
I remember
that feeling.
I remember way back when, like, when you and Eddie would be like in the living room on the big ass TV playing that shit with the stereo system, and then I just hear all the screams from the both of you.
Mom will come in the room like, "What the fuck are you guys playing?" And she sat down through like a half hour of it, and she's just like, "Jesus Christ, these kids! If I let them outside, they're going to kill somebody."
Wasn't there a point in time where like Mom didn't let you play the game for a bit?
Well, she talked about it, but it never went that far.
Yeah, I could imagine that. 'Cause there's a lot of
That game is
cool stuff in
fucked
that.
up.
I mean, we used to intentionally make games that kind of scary. Remember Soldier of Fortune?
I was just about to bring
Yeah.
that up. There was
Lego
Soldier-
Wars.
so-
That's what I remember you guys calling it.
It was Lego Warfare. It was fucking amazing. Soldier of Fortune was this shitty game on PS2. I'm
That
sorry.
game was awesome. It was,
It was
so much
amazingly fun, but
But
it was
really bad.
shitty as fucking
really
hell.
bad. Yeah.
Like it was unstable, like in multiplayer, and
Yeah.
you can do multiplayer against bots, but the bots always move like fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They were like this
Seizures.
shit across the street,
Yeah.
seizuring all over the
Seizuring
place.
all over the place.
So we would do this thing where we would tell us the darkest level, and we would bring the brightness down on the TV till we could barely see. Like we could still see everything that was going on, but like everything was like shadows. It was fucked up, especially in the dark areas of that
Yeah.
level. In the dark areas of that level, you could not see nothing. You couldn't see
Yeah.
anything unless you were right on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. As
You
hell.
could barely see the gun that you're holding in front of your face. It was
You needed and wanted the shotgun.
yeah.
Always. You needed and wanted the shotgun. If you didn't have the shotgun, you were not going to live. It just wasn't going to happen. So, I remember I will be going through these really tight corridors that I still have that game, by the way.
I'm sure. Yeah.
We would go through
If you
these,
didn't, I'd yell at you.
we would go through these really tight,
Sure,
fucked
he
up
borrowed it from
corridors
you.
in that level.
I borrowed it from you.
No. You borrowed it. I
I did
borrowed it
borrow
from you at one point because you gave me the aggressive skate game. This is how it started. It was aggressive inline skates.
Aggressive.
But inside it was Soldier of Fortune.
Okay.
I popped in and I started playing. I'm like, oh my god, this game is fucking ridiculously bloody, violent, doom.
Yeah.
So I brought it back, and I'm like, Eddie, this didn't have the rollerblade game. He's like, really? So I opened it and like, it was Soldier of Fortune. We put it in the damn system. He's like, what the fuck? This game is violent as hell. I had this just sitting in my closet. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck? And we're fucking around with it, and we had a lot of fun. I remember then, like, he said, look, I don't have anything I want to do with it. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to play with you. So I took it, and then fucking, I showed Josimar. Josimar wanted to borrow it. And I'm like, okay. So I let him use it, and for some reason, when he fucking put his hand in the little press thing here on the fucking plastic to take the disc out, the disc split in half on him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And we were sad because we didn't have Soldier of Fortune anymore. Until like 5 years later when I bought it because I'm like, oh yeah, this game was fun. And from there on, like, I fucking, I've been living with that game.
Mm.
It's Soldier of Fortune Gold Edition, specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's a lot of good moments in that game. Shitty game, but a lot of cool stuff.
the one thing I remember was I was walking through this fucked up corridor. I was telling the story for like 10 years. I'm right by where it gets really dark, and I'm staying in the fucking hallway because there's light there. And I'm looking around, and I'm not seeing nobody for like 5 minutes. I turn around, and the fucking enemy is right in my face, right there. We paused the game screaming.
Like you said, that's a story we're gonna talk for a very long time because it was a literal both of us were like, ah! That rarely happens with a shooter. Like when the hell does that fucking
And
happen?
it's not
with a
even
shooter?
like it's a scary shooter. It's just extra violently stupid.
Man,
But the thing is, he was like standing there. He wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like the AI was like fucked up. He was staring in your fucking face
like what's
with a mask on, and like it was like a guy with like a furry fucking hoodie. It's weird.
He had this weird fucked up like Like, it was a gas mask with goggles, and it
Yeah.
was just fucked up.
Just fucking staring at you.
Like Manhunt, I remember a lot from that game because you guys played the shit out of that game. But Manhunt wasn't just fucked up for the fact that like people died in fucked up ways. You just felt like a terrible human being because of how you were murdering these people. But there were certain levels where like it was genuinely really fucking scary.
Like, there was the part where they you go into the lab and you notice they were fucking operating on monkeys. And there's the monkey with his head cut open, and there's the brains. That's all. Like, that game is fucked up. Manhunt 2 specifically.
I want to
There's
know
Yeah.
Fuck about
what the fuck.
That's a fucked up game on a mental level. I feel like Manhunt was a very like physical, gory type of thing.
Yeah,
really
you
I don't-
run at enemies, you beat the shit out
I
of
don't
them.
really
and
remember
fuck
it
up
really
the way.
affecting me mentally, but the second game was like this whole split personality thing. And it was
Yeah.
like fucking weird, man. It's like you were one person and then you were the other person when you were killing, and it was fucking very, very. It was like psychological horror.
And that's what made it brilliant. Honestly, I don't think that there's any game that really pushed the limits the way that game did
That game was
in recent
banned.
history.
That game was banned in so many countries.
And you know that first of all, they went through so much shit to just get it released because it had an adult-only rating, and they wanted to have it be bumped down to a mature rating because an adult-only rating meant it was gonna get no sales whatsoever. And to get that mature rating, they fucking like sort of blurred out the fucking murder scenes,
even though you can see everything
but you can see
clear.
everything clearly.
They
So,
kind of redded everything out, weird tint happening, but you knew what the hell's going on.
which was cool though, because it kind of added to the whole
Yeah, are you doing
I'm
this?
insane,
Yeah.
crazy guy.
Am I in control? Is this like the character? Or is it the other guy in the split thing?
Is
Or
it
the-
Leo or is
Yeah.
it Daniel?
Yeah,
You know, and I remember those names because
I remember that.
it was Leo and Daniel Lamb. Daniel Lamb was
yeah.
the main
Yeah.
dude, and Leo was the fucking split personality that was installed through the Pikmin chip
yeah.
by Dr. Pikmin, which is interesting because there's a Dr. Pikmin in Fallout. Ooh, imagine that. He's installing Pikmin bridges and synths. They're all split personalities, killing people. Leo's everywhere. That's actually one of the endings. That's the bad ending of the game. The bad ending of the game is that Leo has himself implanted into like a whole bunch of different people through the more of the Pikmin bridges because he remembers the work. After he kills Daniel in his own head,
What the fuck?
so he takes over his body and his personality. And what ends up happening is he basically takes over the world as an army of Leos. It's fucked up. But Daniel, when he kills him in the good ending, he kills him by burying his dead wife in his head because he murdered his wife because Leo took over when he had the thing installed and he killed his whole family. That's why you get to see his son at one point. We didn't know it was his son at the time.
Laughing under the staircase.
That was
That was scary.
Fucking crazy.
That was scary.
And then there's shit falling for no reason. I'm like, you don't need that in this game. It's scary enough. It's just fucked up.
Yeah.
There was a fucking stupid ass ball that came bouncing down the stairs, and you're just like,
what is this, poltergeist? What the hell's going on here?
The whole time you're sitting there, you're just, this is not good. None of this is good.
But I guess that's what made the game fun. You felt, I was gonna say the word naughty, but I don't really like that word at all. I don't like that word.
That's kind of suggestive.
It was
Yeah.
it was just the overall like atmosphere
Yeah.
of the entire game made you feel uncomfortable, and that's beautiful for a game like that.
I feel like, what in that same time period, it was Manhunt and then The Suffering.
But the suffering felt like a game you could actually play. It was scary because there was awkward shit in it, like the creatures were
The
all
babies
crazy
with
shit.
the fucking syringe limbs and shit.
But it felt more like an action game in a sense, where it was like you have to just shoot at these things and kill them, and they're monsters, so you feel okay about it.
Even Condemned was very like.
Condemned was fucked up.
Yeah, Condemned was in that kind of fucked up game.
I remember playing Condemned Bloodshot. This was on PS3. I still have it actually. I want to play that now. Oh god, these uncomfortable games. I love them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. They just get me, and I can't not play it. You know, it's just that game is really hard, and that's why I haven't played fully through it. But There's this game mode where you basically go through a horde mode and you can set it up to how many enemies you're gonna fight at a time. I set it up to one at a time so I could just beat the shit out of a billion people. And you can knock the teeth out of bums' mouths. You can throw them through TVs. You can fucking, oh my god, it's so fucked up. And it's like realistic, like the way that it looks. So everything feels bad. It just is one of those games that I don't think it was quite as bad as Manhunt, but it was pretty fucking close. Like when you could throw a 2x4 at somebody's knee and watch it break. That shit's nuts. And I'm not talking about the 2x4. You watch the dude's leg break, he falls on the ground screaming.
Hell
then you
no.
can go up to his fucking, then you go up to him, you still gotta kill him. You fucking, like, you could throw bricks at his fucking head if you want to, or you could just go up to him and smash his head into the ground until it starts bleeding. It's just fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. It's like a street fight on super stupid, like, it's like a street fight at 3 o'clock in the morning when you have that tiredness that makes you feel like everything is extra HD. Like, it's fucked up. You know when you're tired and everything feels extra floating. Like, you just don't feel right.
Like you just woke up from a dream, but you still think you're in a dream?
Yes, that's how it feels in that game. For some reason, I get that feeling, that awkward detachment.
Yeah.
And it's bugged out. Oh my god, thinking about it now, Condemned would be a great game to play on Oculus.
Ooh. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I can see how that would
I feel like
be really disturbing and immersive.
I feel like the funniest moments in gaming is like when you realize what like a certain character is and like you're slow about what it is. Like I remember playing Shovel Knight the first time and seeing the Tropical King, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then later on I'm like, oh, I get it, he's a trout and he's an apple. And then I felt slow. I felt like
what the hell did you just say?
I
You're a
felt-
trout and you're an apple?
Yeah, the Tropical King.
There's this fucked up scene in Condemned where there's this level, I forget where it is. I think it's the toy factory. You're walking through this room and you see just one mannequin. It's fine. But then you turn around, like, after you pass it up and there's 3 mannequins behind you. Like, what the fuck is going on? You keep walking and you turn around, the whole room is full of mannequins. You're like, oh my fucking god, this is not cool. I don't like any of this. Hey, you really don't.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. You have to fight this nurse that has a lollipop saw. Like, it's a saw that's painted to be like a lollipop, and she's licking it, and it's this fucking nurse that has, like, super, like, flippy, kicky powers.
You know what? I take back my statement from earlier saying that like I'm a big child when it comes to gaming, because I did enjoy Lollipop Chainsaw. Lollipop Chainsaw was my shit for a while.
Lollipop Chainsaw was
fucking fun.
crazy.
That game was fucking
I mostly
fun.
saw some gameplay and it looked really weird and colorful.
It's
Story.
anime.
Yeah.
It's an anime girly saw game of good gore. I like it. It's fun as all hell. I have it. I still play it every now and then.
I like how they had Shiro's costume from Deadman Wonderland.
It's just a fucking crazy button
Acid
mashy acid trip of a stupid anime game, and it's fun and it's perverted and it's fucking retarded and I love it. It's fucking great. I would smack that bottom, like.
Them titties though.
Yeah.
Like Julia Starling, they made her hot, and that was cool. And so hot that you want to check the character out, and you don't get to because even when you pan the camera down and try to get an upskirt shot, she pulls her skirt down. Like what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
Don't check me out.
Doesn't she talk shit when you try to?
I don't remember exactly. I haven't played it in a while.
Like,
but,
doesn't she? If I remember correctly, I think she calls you a pervert.
oh well, she calls a lot of people in the game pervert though. So she might have just said that to another character. Well, she says that to the pervy old man that dies. There's a pervy old man. Pervy's age, you know.
You gotta have one in most types of games.
But it's fun. It's not really much to say. It's just run around, kill all the zombies, do button mashy combos and stuff, and just make rainbows. I seriously do mean that. Like, because you have to make rainbows in order to get your combos up.
Yeah.
It's fucking crack. You don't want to stop playing when you play it, but when you're done playing it, you're like, what the hell did I just sit through?
You see, I don't know. When I game, like, I complain about grinding a lot. Because
That's what I feel about the Deadpool game.
I hate grinding. But it's like, with Shovel Knight, sometimes you have to, but It's just the way everything is. It's like it's enjoyable grinding.
The Deadpool game pisses me off a lot because
It's so redundant.
it just gets so the same.
Mm.
And I'm like, this is not Deadpool.
Yeah,
This
there's
is
a lot of
not
the
what-
same kind of character designs coming
Yeah.
back, and old
And it's
Venom's coming back.
just, I'm like, come on, guys. Deadpool should have been better than this. And I get it, it's a budget piece, but you wanted to pad the game out. Make it shorter if you couldn't fucking come up with that much ideas. You know, make it
I mean, they
shorter.
could have done a lot with that. They could have done a lot with that character. There's this. I mean, it is a relatively young. Deadpool's pretty young in the Marvel universe, but you still had a lot of material to work with to really do something interesting. I mean, come on. Spider-Man has like 10,000 games.
And all
so
of them are
much
the same
stories.
fucking
Yeah.
game. Except for the early Spider-Man games. The one that fucking changed everything was Spider-Man the Movie 2.
Eh.
And that game is fun as all hell.
You say meh?
That was one of the best Spider-Man games
You say
that ever
meh?
happened.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Okay.
2 was awesome. The game.
But after that, every fucking Spider-Man game wanted to be that Spider-Man game.
Mhm.
And from what I heard, that last one just sucked the balls of the balls. There's glitches where
It
you
sucked the scrotum.
you can jump down, and you know the jump pose that he's
What's
like.
that?
you know-
Dimensions? Are you talking about?
Is it Dimensions or is it the one? Because you have the new Spider-Man suit now.
I think it's New Dimensions or something. The last one I played was I think The Incredible Spider-Man, where you could play Venom, which was pretty cool.
Wait, wasn't that Amazing Spider-Man? Or
Something.
was it Spider-Man Friend or Foe?
No, I think it was Amazing Spider-Man. The graphics were very comic looking.
I think that was Friend or Foe because Wolverine's in that too. And Venom.
It's called Friend or Foe. But either way, you can still play as Venom, and that was really fucking cool. So I really enjoyed that.
I gotta fucking. I miss the Spider-Man games. So a lot of them are cool, but there's a point where I get to that all the Spider-Man games are the same game.
But I mean, but the point was that they keep experimenting with the Spider-Man games, but there wasn't a lot of experimentation with the other Marvel superheroes, like Deadpool. Deadpool goes over the line so much. You could have done so much gory stuff, so many weapons. You could have do an adventure. You could have added more character, but it became kind of, I guess, a dungeon crawler type game.
So kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not much to say about it. The best part of the game is the beginning, where you get to explore his apartment and do all the dumb shit that's in there. But then after that, it just kind of devolves into this mundaneness, just watery experience. I feel like it's watery beer. Like, it's just like, I'm not getting drunk, I'm just getting bloated.
Rick and Morty beer.
You know? And I'm not liking it. Rick and Morty beer will get you fucked up,
Speaking
okay?
of Rick and Morty, Pocket Morty. Pocket Morty is out. It's pretty much a Pokemon rip, and there's like a whole bunch of Mortys that you can collect and fight against each other.
That's fucked up, but Rick will do that.
You haven't heard of Pocket Mortys?
No!
Oh, that's cool, because you gotta check that out. I think it's already out now.
What system is it for?
It's an app, right?
It's like an app. You put on your phone
Oh,
and stuff
fuck
like that.
yes, I'm about to get that.
Because I heard that there was another one on. It was Jerry's game,
Oh yeah, we pop the balloons.
and you play as I believe Morty's dad, Jerry.
Popping balloons.
Oh yeah, the game that he plays
Yeah.
in the show. Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, check out Pocket Mortys. I saw the first 12 minutes. Well, no, I didn't watch the entire thing, but I kind of saw a preview of the first 12 minutes, and it's pretty much a cool like Pokemon style Rick and Morty game. So
I definitely gotta check that out. That might be a game I actually get on my phone.
yeah.
a happy surprise when like
Ooh,
it's very
Yeah.
very rare that I get surprised. You
I don't
know,
want to forget.
it's very rare for me to get surprised with like video games. Like a lot of the time, like because I'm so picky, I'm not expecting much.
Mhm.
But 2 Christmases ago, Simon got me the greatest fucking game, and I cried, and you'll find out why. 2 Christmases ago, Simon got me Adventure Time Explore the Dungeon because I don't know it. It's basically like Diablo, but with an Adventure Time skin.
That's
Oh, and it's 100 floors of madness, and
cool.
it was so much fun, and like this is why I cried.
Mhm.
So it's like 3 days after Christmas, right? And Simon initially had gotten the game for me for Xbox. So I'm in the house or whatever, and like, you know, Daddy's walking around. He's got the music on, blah blah, and like I've got the Xbox standing up. Oh, he's already getting.
You already got it?
More. Yeah. So
Nice.
you know,
I
Daddy's
gotta see this beast.
Yeah.
Daddy's walking around or whatever, and he's messing with the stereo, and I have the Xbox standing up. Right, so I tell him, I was
Thank
like,
you for that.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I was like, Daddy, be careful, because if you touch the Xbox even slightly with the game in it, it's gonna ruin the game,
Yeah,
and I can't get a
it'll
new one.
eat it.
And because Daddy was, you know, he had a couple beers in him, he's like, no, it's gonna be fine, blah blah. Walks to the stereo, toe touches Xbox, and the whole thing just falls, and I'm like my eyes took up like 3/4 of my face, and like I'm just like, I hope and I pray to God that the game is okay. I took the game out of the Xbox and had the Ring of Death, and I sat there and I cried for like a half hour, and I proceeded to call Simon after the fact, and I'm still crying. I'm like, Simon, my game got messed up. I don't know what to do. Can I get it resurfaced? And you're like, well, what happened? And I'm like, Daddy touched my Xbox while the game was still in it, and it got ruined. So I had to wait a whole extra 2 weeks. And in that 2 weeks, I ended up getting the game on my PC. And me and Mom, we was killing that game. We made it halfway through that game together. Mom always played as Jake. She loves Jake.
But Jake has fucking infinite powers to do everything, though.
But
So, of course.
I always played as Marceline, though. And Marceline...
Because Marceline can fly through all fucking gaps, cheating ass bitch. I play as Finn,
Yeah.
so I get mad because I don't got no powers. I could just run around and smack niggas.
But,
That's what I could do.
Yeah.
but oh my God, like, Mom ended up ordering that game for the PS3 for me, and I had already got my version on the PC, so
Mhm.
by the time it already got through, I was already, at that point, a quarter of the way through the game with Mom. So I was like, I can't play this on the PS... Fuck. And then it just got to the point where I stopped touching the game altogether, and then when I got my 3DS was when I got it for the 3DS, and that was when I really started playing that game heavy. Because 3DS, and it goes with me everywhere I go.
Free.
I agree. Who agrees? Who agrees to what? What? How long ago was this message?
That was the
Okay.
beginning of the podcast.
Oh, well, I'm slow. So,
When you were playing
Shovel Knight.
Chivalry Night.
It's the night of chivalry.
Still, once you get a fucking PC that can breathe, yo, you gotta try Chivalry Medieval Warfare, man. I want to play that with you online.
That might be pretty soon.
Not
So,
the
I'll be
last.
getting, not a whole desktop, but maybe a little PC laptop.
What is
I might
it?
be able to do something with that.
Not the,
Little loopy lop.
Yeah, I might be getting something from my stepdad.
not the last podcast, but the podcast before that, when you were decorating the tree, when we were talking about Ninja.
Oh god.
I still remember your reaction when you fucking opened that game. You were screaming like a girl, and then you jumped and you clapped your feet together.
What game is this? What?
Ninja.
Ninja?
Shadow of Darkness.
I think you were like 13, 14. You was around there.
I'm old, man. I'm 3 years from being 30.
I'm close to.
And I'm just about to hit my 20s. I'm in my prime. I'm still a little ass kid. It don't matter how old I get. As long as I look like this, everybody will think I am 12. My manager at work, not my manager, but my shift manager, her name is Champa.
Champa.
And, like, this is the first day she meets me, and, like, things went from 0 to 100 in less than 2 seconds. She came in, she clocked in, and she looked at me, and I was like, oh, shit, she's gonna say something. And she's like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 19. She's like, really? And then, like, she gave me that. And I'm like, here it comes. She's like, you look like you're 12. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I get this all the time. She's like, but you're so short. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But, height kind of has nothing to do with age. Like, I'm just saying. And it was just so awkward. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't get along with females. I feel like I should have been born a male. I just can't deal with females. Like I can't deal with being
This game
the
looks
same gender.
amazing.
In that Pocket Morty.
Oh, they're chibies. That's cute.
I'm totally getting this on BlueStacks. I want to play this on the big screen.
Yeah. All those Pocket Morty is out, guys. Look that up.
Pocket Mortys. I'm totally gonna frippin' I'm getting that on BlueStacks so I can fucking record and put it up on tubes.
I think my favorite episode of Rick and Morty was the episode when they got the parasites.
Rick looks like a fucking.
Yeah.
That episode is nuts.
And then-
Yeah, that episode's fucking
And then,
crazy.
no, the shit that tripped me out, and the reason why I love that episode, I love all Rick and Morty episodes, but I love that episode the most for the simple fact that, like, when they do the flashback and they're talking about Rick being a scalper and he's carrying this same 3DS,
Yeah,
and I
that
was
shit
just
was
like,
funny.
I was like, oh, that's the version I have.
He's like, come on, guys, we can be rich.
I was like, that was a super plug
It's
for Nintendo.
Collector's edition. Collector's editions all the 3DSs. We can buy them. The best part of it, we can sell them for about double their worth. We'll make a lot of money on it. We can, come on, guys, we can be rich. And the best part is, we all get to keep one 3DS. We'll all be able to play Nintendo games.
He sounds so happy. So excited for it.
He had a bushel of them.
A
Both of his
bushel.
Like, I remember watching that episode for the first time and having to pause it, and I'm just looking at the boxes in shock, and I'm like, above all
My favorite
all
part,
the models, it had to be mine.
my favorite part of that episode still has to be the end.
Yeah.
Because she shoots
Poopy Butthead.
Poopy Butthead, whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Yo, the way she poured that drink, she's just,
Yeah.
she's crying, and you
Yeah.
see the pain in her face. She's just like, oh my god. And then the doctor comes out. He
Yeah.
goes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
you
after
didn't
credits
have. I'm sorry, you didn't have any bad memories of him.
Yeah, it was
And then
funny.
everyone's just like, oh my god.
Come on, Lightning. Come on, Lightning.
It's
No!
amazing.
Yeah.
I died.
I mean, every episode is just great. Every episode.
If
is
you
just
haven't
amazing.
watched Rick and Morty,
You need to.
you need to go do that. Like, do yourself the favor.
And there's a game.
You're
so-
welcome. You're welcome. Because I was the one that told you about that show, and I told you about how awesome it was.
No, you weren't. It was Koji who told me about it.
I remember.
Koji told me about Rick and Morty way before you talked to me about it, and I was like, I haven't watched that yet. And then Eddie told me about it, and he was like, you gotta watch Rick and Morty. And I'm like, I haven't watched that yet. Then you told me about it, and I'm like, God damn it, everyone's watching this stupid fucking show. What is this show? So I'm like, I'm gonna watch this stupid show. I've got nothing else to watch, even though I need to finish Jessica Jones. So I turn it on, I click the fucking show, I start watching the damn first episode, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm seeing that they're in different dimensions and
Yeah.
shit. They're fighting the aliens,
Mhm.
or no, different dimension beings, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get through international customs, and he needed him to put those nuts up his butt so he could.
Yeah. And they just shaped all thorny and all fucked up.
And that it makes him super smart for like 5 seconds, and then like, he chose the exact 5 seconds to prove to his parents that he's
Yeah.
not a fuck up. And then he turns like extremely fucking stupid. What was it? He's losing all his motor skills and everything.
Yeah. He just drops to
Oh
the
my
floor.
god! And I'm just like, what the fuck did I just? Okay, I need to watch more. And then I started watching them, and I flew through those 2 seasons of Rick and Morty. I can't wait for season 3.
Yeah, it flies by real quick. Those episodes.
I feel like Rick and Morty is like the best show. Like, it's a fun show to watch, but if you're drunk watching that show, it's like it just
Most
makes
of the time,
Yeah.
most of the time I was.
Like I want to play a game where every time Rick burps or takes a drink, you take a shot or something.
Oh lord.
Yeah, fucked up.
What was it? My best friend.
That was the worst 15 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
My best friend, she actually made a drinking game out of one anime. I forgot what it was, and I can't remember for the life of me. But it was like they picked like the best anime to make a drinking game for, and it was just like the characters were really repetitive. So it's just like every time one character does one specific thing, like you take a shot, and then depending on like how the dialogue is, if they say a certain thing, you gotta take two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like she told me her and her friends they got so fucked up.
Yeah, like Rick and Morty is perfect for that. You could choose anytime fucking Morty gets hurt or fucking
Anytime
Rick burps.
anytime Rick says Morty,
Yeah,
which is a lot.
a lot.
Morty, Morty, Morty.
Anytime Rick stutters.
Oh, that's the best. Or Morty stutters. They both stutter,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're both voiced by the same voice actor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fun fact: did you know that Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor from Game Grumps, he actually did a voice on the season. I think it was the season 2 finale, and the whole thing started off as a joke because he knows some of the writers, I believe, and like
Yeah, one of the writers is like Dan Harmon from Community. If you watch, I don't really watch Community, but anyone who watches that, he's from NBC Community. He's a writer on that show.
But oh my god, he ended up on that show as a cameo, and like I fangirled so hard because I fucking love Ego Raptor.
So, the white guy from the Dave Chappelle series, that one joke that he told about speeding, and then he told the officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that. So, him and a Mexican are chilling in the car on Tatooine. And the Mexican's a Jedi,
What?
okay? Well, they're both Jedi, but... So, okay. They have two droids in the back that have secret information that pertains to one of the rebel bases. They drive past the stormtroopers. The stormtroopers stop them, right? They go up to the guy. They're like, we have an APB out saying that we need to search every car that has droids in it. We're looking for specific information. So he goes, these aren't the droids you're looking for. They're like, never mind, those aren't the droids we're looking for. You guys can go ahead. So when he's driving, he turns around to his Mexican friend and goes, that's funny, isn't it? Because those are the droids they're looking for. So the Mexican says, it's like, it's okay. If he didn't let us pass, I'd cut him. If he takes out his lightsaber when it comes out, he starts waving it around. As he waves it around, goes, Juan.
Juan.
Juan. Just two jokes alone. There was no point to that, really.
All right. I accept that.
When he turns around, it goes, Hui.
He goes, Hui.
Hui.
That was silly.
When he goes, I said the first one because he goes, I didn't know I couldn't do that. He goes, I did know I couldn't do that. Those were the
Okay.
Wow.
It's like as I'm explaining it, I realize how horrible it was. And that's what's funny about it. That it's so bad. I can't tell jokes, guys.
I can't too much jokes either.
You know what I hate about when I tell jokes? I keep saying right.
It's like when I get excited, I say
So
the
it's
word like a lot.
So there's this guy, right? He goes into a bar and he sits down, right? And then like he talks to the bartender. The bartender's like, "Why the long face?" He goes, "Right."
Says, why the long face? Because I'm a horse.
Whoa.
Hey, you said you couldn't tell jokes.
So I pretty much covered all the games that I've been playing.
Covered everything that I've been doing.
Well, we could end this early. I mean, it's 10 minutes left until 9:30. We could just...
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I talk. The thing is, I haven't been able to play a lot of stuff, so you know, there's not
Life
a lot of
happens.
content that I've kind of missed out on in the last couple months. So a lot of stuff that I've mostly been absorbing is kind of show culture. So
One Punch!
yeah, exactly. Some anime stuff, and like you were saying, Jessica Jones. Um, but there's just my laundry list for games is just growing and growing and growing. And
I can't talk about shows too much because for me, it's one or two things. I either play games or I watch shows. And it's like, if I'm going to be playing games with all the games that I have, I'm like, I want to play games right now, you know?
that's really what I would prefer to do, because I'd rather be active in what I'm doing instead of passive and kind of absorbing stuff.
Because you just feel like you're just laying there absorbing the info.
Yeah. Like some of it's really cool and some other stuff is not.
I've got a serious case of the gamer hands.
Mhm.
Just all the sweat.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it.
I like it only for the simple fact that it lets me know that, yeah, my body's responding to a game that I
got
really like.
Mugen characters that you gotta see.
Mugen.
I have a super baby Vegeta.
Super baby.
You remember baby Vegeta, right?
Yeah.
He goes. All right. Well,
Like, it's
it looks like we're gonna end it here. We come on every Wednesday or Thursday or so, from 7 to whenever the hell. Today it was kind of short because it's just the three of us. Chris disappeared in the cosmos somewhere. I don't know what happened to him.
because somebody
Uh,
said no.
I hope he's okay. I hope it wasn't no accident or no emergency. We'll see what happens.
No, somebody
We'll
said
keep you
no.
posted. We will be coming back next week, most likely. Hopefully, all of us will have seen Star Wars by then, so we can talk.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about. You guys still haven't talked about that yet. Star Wars
No,
stuff?
she hasn't seen it, so I don't want to spoil life for her.
Okay.
But we'll see you guys on the next PsychoSis Coalition podcast. Thank those of you who joined. Once again, shout out to
Oh,
a
fuck.
person who
Favorited.
favorited us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't remember your name at the moment. I saw your name before. I would swear to God, I will do the shout out properly again through the video or in description, because I know that you have a channel and I would like people to check you out. So that's cool. I want them to check you out, like objectify you. You get what I'm saying. You know. All right. So yeah, guys, take it with ease and do
Doozies.
Doozies.